See the way I can act if I'm scared. If I'm sad. If I'm mysterious. So, oh, she's purring. Anyways, bye, or see you in a second. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's happening astrologically right now, spiritually, energetically, cosmically, universally, generationally, atomically. Epistemologically, ontologically. All of the above. But life's been good. Might I say myself? Oh wait, that's not how the phrase goes. If I do say so myself. Okay, that's actually really funny because Love Island, you know, when they're all like saying phrases that don't make sense, like a scapegoat. And there's something that Kenzie said where she was like, oh, something about, she mixed two phrases together. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, hilarious. Also, what does that have to say about our generation and illiteracy? Or not saying that they're illiterate in any type of way, but we probably don't read as much as we should, to be honest, as a generation. Anyways, whatever just happened in the past week, thank God, praise the Lord, hallelujah, because everything seems to be settling down. It almost feels as if I'm feeling the feeling that people feel when they're like, oh, I can feel my frontal lobe forming at the age of 25. I'm not 25, hold up, but I feel like this is what it would feel like, to be honest. In a way, there's still things I need to figure out, and I apologize to anyone who I haven't responded to in a long time, because that's my Achilles heel, I would say. Well, there's probably a reason why I take a long time to respond to people, and that's probably my Achilles heel. And speaking of Achilles, the Odyssey, guys, something, I really loved it. I know that there's a lot of criticism, and I understand the criticism about Christopher Nolan using the IMAX 70mm film, and how people are talking about how only rich people can see this film in the way they want, in the way that he intended, that would bring across the whole message that he wanted. However, you don't need to see it in 70mm or whatever it is to experience that movie, to be honest. Definitely see it on IMAX though, because I've seen the IMAX was great, just regular IMAX, not the 70mm IMAX. And there's only, those 70mm theaters are only in certain parts of the country that, you know, mostly on the coasts, populated, wealthy. But I didn't see it at that, and I saw it twice, and it was wonderful, and I really liked it, and I love Greek mythology. Sue me. I would love to see movies about different mythologies across Africa. I think that would be really cool. I know there's of Ash and Bone. I haven't read those yet, but I'm just really, I love, you know, I'm playing with my cat right now. I love the theater. I love the behind the scenes. I love film. I love acting. I love that type of like bringing a story to life. and being around all these like talented people, trust and believe I'm gonna be a part of that soon. Like, I just love the behind the scenes of everything. I don't know how to explain it. Like, even seeing the behind the scenes of people modeling and stuff, like my friend Cameron, shout out. I just love seeing the process and the creativity in what goes into bringing joy to people or scratching an itch in people's brains. Because for me, I don't know how other people feel. When I'm watching something, I'm there. I'm in the scene with them. I'm so like I'm not. That's why I can't watch scary movies. It's seldom do I watch a scary movie. Seldom do a scary movie cross my eyes, because I will think about that for days. I couldn't even watch the first season of Euphoria. I watched like a 1.5 episodes because I was getting so nervous about how people, you know, how Zendaya's character, Rue, is that her name? How she had a drug addiction. I was so paranoid. I was just like, anytime someone came to our house, are my eyebrows uneven? Okay, let me not worry about that. I'd be worried whenever someone came to my house, because we had a lot of medicine in our cabinet from my grandma, and I was like, anyone has access to these. And like, just because none of us have an addiction, we don't think about how seeing that kid put someone in a difficult position and potentially lead them to relapse. So anyways, I'm just saying, I'm really emotionally attached to films and the characters, especially. Oh my god, I really love characters. Even watching The Bear, I had to stop watching it for like nearly a year, or over a year. Wait, no, I forget how long it's been. I'd say between 8 months to a year, because I already know that the main white character, that guy Mikey, actually I don't know what his name is, excuse me, I already know he's gonna disappoint Ayo's character. So, and it's stressing me out, and like, I already know there's gonna be a big falling. I just, but it's such a good show. I would love to be on a set and to help make people feel that way, you know. I just love like seeing people on the red carpet, and not in an idealized, like trying to idolize them, just in a way where it's like, this is so cool. Like, this is so cool that we do this as humans, that we entertain ourselves in this type of way. And good movies are becoming more, or good art is becoming almost bought out, if that makes sense. And the field of the arts is oversaturated with AI now. Like, I just went to go play a song. This is why I started this video on YouTube, because the title was enticing and only had 500 views, and the title says "We're Living on Borrowed Time" indie playlist, and it says AI. What? Like, what are we do? I'm sorry, actually, what are we doing? Because it's about to piss me off, and it doesn't have that same to it, you know? The thing that makes me feel when I listen to certain types of music or see certain types of art, that feeling is not coming from AI. That's the human magic. Not to be corny, but like, it really is. I can feel, I think the feeling that I am always looking for is something that makes me feel like a kid almost. Like, excuse me. And that feeling where like everything feels just so special, you know? Everything is like, yay, this is life, you know? I love that feeling. Things that are worth my time and make life feel more I don't know, because I think without art we would be more likely to forget how special the time that we have here is, you know? Because I find like I'm sometimes just going through life, through the motions, but then I'm like, what if I was in an edit right now? And I would think that's so cool. And I know it sounds corny, but I really love edits. And then, or if I was in a movie right now, everything would be, there's so small parts, mundane parts of what I'm experiencing that would be really important to the viewer, and that would make them feel like they're here with me and like make this scene feel really special. And it helps us understand life in a way that is not as, that can't be put into words, you know? Obviously with music there's lyrics, but songs are like poems, and poems are able to create invisible lines, invisible meaning between the lines that they have to help people ground a feeling that they are unable to ground without it, you know? They use the magic of stringing words to each other in a unique way to help us be like, yeah, that's what love feels like. This poem makes me understand what love feels like, and nothing else can grasp that for me. Or this is what grief feels like, or this is what lying in my bed feels like after a hard day at work, or after a fun day, or this is what it feels like to appreciate my friends, you know? And I think that's why I like videos so much too, and pictures, because there's a lot that goes into like capturing a moment, and the viewer bringing their experience and encountering that moment that's captured, and understanding that moment through their own experiences. It's like when people say a picture tells 1,000 words. Wait, is that what it's called? Oh, I think it's something along those lines. Love Island alert. Love Island brain. It's really true. And I don't know what exactly that quote is supposed to mean or where that comes from, but for me, it's like everyone has, one picture could mean a million things to so many different people at different points in their life. You can look at a painting or listen to a song at one point in your life, like yesterday, and then today it means something different, and then tomorrow it means something else. That's awesome. Books too. Oh god, like even thinking about Percy Jackson, I just watched the show, and I was like, even though the acting can be weird at some points, when I watched the behind the scenes, again, I love behind the scenes, everything. When I watched the behind the scenes, I was like, wow, this was, like, it made me want to cry, actually, because I'm about to tear up, but I just think it's so magical. What Rick Riordan has, I think that's how you say his last name, but what he has done, the world he has created, and it was out of such a loving place too for his son, who had dyslexia, I think, and ADHD to make him feel special, because he is special. And like, I remember reading those books as a kid and I was like, damn, I wish I was dyslexic. Like, come on. Like, that's how cool he made life be for people with dyslexia or like ADHD. And I just wanted to be a part of that world so bad as a kid. Just, you know, demigod stuff. Yeah, because as a kid, you know, there's like certain moments in your life that you want to escape, or you kind of hope that something's gonna save you from unfavorable situations that are making you upset. And it really, books like that help you push through, because I was always thinking like, oh, maybe one day I'll find out I was like, no shade to my family, but maybe I'll find out that like I was adopted, or like one of my parents is actually not my parent, and like I'm actually a demigod and they're waiting for me and I'm about to go to camp. And I would genuinely be like, sometimes it is hard to read. Mind you, it was never hard to read. I read so much, like, girl. But, or I'd like be like feeling really attached to water because Percy is Poseidon's son, and I love water. So I would like go to the water and be like, people don't know, but this is my element, and my dad is Poseidon, and he's gonna claim me with a trident over my head, so watch out. God, I was really hoping as a kid that was gonna be something. Damn. Even to this day, I still am kind of like, that'd be cool. I'm still open to it. Hey, if it's out there, I'm open to it. Please show yourself. You know? But anyways, like I said, even though the acting can be a little the kids have done such a great job, and that's a really difficult story to bring to life, I think, in general, because, you know, there's a lot of mythical creatures, and like, I think, I don't know, I'm acting like I know that much about filming, but I would assume it's really hard to choose child actors, and they chose great actors. Like, I really do think they did a good job. I personally think they did a good job. And because you have to like be so committed, like I wonder how many seasons they have on their contract or whatever. And it was so cute to see the way that they interact in real life, and I really hope that they're able to, after this, like, be in like other roles, and, you know, because it's so, I appreciate it so much, like what they're doing. But yeah, it's just so wonderful. And I would love, like, so badly do I want to be in a film or behind the scenes of a film and just be like, you know, no, like that, please. Or, okay, I really think I could play a character that was more like what, like scared, or like badass. I really do think I could play those types of characters. I do think something that would be hard for me to do on film is like laugh, because it's really hard for me to fake a laugh. But I don't know, maybe I can take acting classes. Hire me. Or someone who's like really giddy or whatever. But I would love to play that, because then I could bring that into my real life, you know. But that's a difficult part of me to access. Like, if I had to play like a really bubbly character, that would be a breakthrough for me as a person, honestly. Like, I'm like, hey, but I'm not like, oh my god, and you're so sweet, you know. Like, who's bubbly? Like Melanie from Love Island. I'm just throwing out all the buzzwords right now, like all the relevant things in the past few months. But yeah, I would love to be behind the scenes on not anything, but on something really cool. Like, I was thinking, like, damn, like, if I was like really, you know, in acting like that, or like have done it, I literally, like, my biggest regret is not telling my parents that I wanted to do acting when I was a kid, because I'm also like, I don't even know if I knew I wanted to do that, or like if that was an option for me. I didn't really know. But yeah, that's honestly my biggest regret. And by the time I got to middle school, I was too nervous, but whatever. I'm still young, so maybe I can get into it. You guys will see me on the screen. Trust and believe. Something really cool. Yeah. But thanks for listening. Bye.